So hi guys, good morning to everyone. I'm Shane, and this is our vlog, We the Seconds. So I'm already 28 years old and already had two sons. But our most concern for today, what we'll be talking about is my experience about IBS, panic attack, GERD, and anxiety. So I've dealt and I'm still dealing with this up until now. So first off, way back 2018, I've already had, before pa, kahit even when I was just a child, I would literally always feel like sasakit yung tiyan mo. It's because there's something unexpected happened, or if you're being scolded by your parent, pinapagalitan ka, or something traumatic, then sasakit yung tiyan mo eventually and you'll poop. Or I always have this fear na I'll poop in my pants, even since elementary. And then it had escalated up until high school. I don't know if my high school friends know about this, even my elementary friends or classmates. But yes, I was dealing with this for quite a while, and up until occasionally I have a feeling na yun. So throughout the process, I was working on with the BPO industry for quite a while. Since 2019, I stopped. And just a disclaimer before we continue with this video. This video is going to be lengthy or madada. I'll be talking a lot, and there's no such images or pictures or explanations or scientific explanation, just my preference and my experiences. Okay, so I can't suggest na to take any medication. It's best that you consult the doctor before pursuing or even watching this video, because it literally causes anxiety more if you'll try to search, which is I think always been my downfall, because I've always do research on my own, reading, checking my symptoms on Google, na mali pala, because it just agitates us. And especially now that it's COVID, there's really a big reason to have anxiety or be anxious, because we can't go to the hospitals or have ourselves tested. So moving forward, this had gotten worse 2019 of October, if I could check. I was rushed into the ER because my stomach, or I was experiencing LBM sa office, and it's not just LBM, but it's really painful. Like parang wala nang lalabas, pero parang pinipiga yung stomach mo, and then the back pain na you think it's hemorrhoids or almoranas, because if you gave birth already, you literally have that. And genetics, we have that in our genes, so it has been passed on. I was so lucky. So going back, so I was rushed to the ER October of 2019 because of gastroesophageal disease or GERD. They've already diagnosed me at the ER na may GERD ako. even though they did not do any tests yet. So I was treated with omeprazole, I think, once a day for a week, and then it didn't stop, right? So I have a lot of test results and blah blah blah, and then sorry, and then they've suggested to visit a gastroenterologist. Did I get that right? Yeah, gastroenterologist. That's Dr. Joaquin Moreno. Yeah. And he is doing his checkups at Riverside as well, which is a big hospital here in Bacolod. I was covered pa naman with my HMO at that time, and the tests were all paid off. Hindi kagaya ngayon na I'm not already working. So, it's literally going to be hard for me to have another set of tests. Okay. So, IBS. So, I met Dr. Moreno. He'd done some check-up, initial physical examination, laboratories, ECG, creatinine, everything. Even yung pati sa goiter na test, negative lahat. And yung ECG, pinagawa niya rin because he's going to do eventually an endoscopy. And I had an endoscopy, which is also a very, very traumatic experience because they've just sprayed a numbing spray, I think, sa throat ko. And then they plug it in. Me being not sedated or not, I'm not asleep. I was literally being, parang tinutusok yung, pinasok nila yung tube na may camera and light sa bunganga ko. And I was awake. I was like choking. So it had run a minute or two na ginaganon niya. And then afterwards, I thank God I literally survived. Yeah. I survived. And he said that I had GERD. I had this overflowing, or something was overflowing from he explained na parang yung esophagus mo daw, yung lid it's like being open. So I was not particular about it, and I thought na okay, so acid lang. But I've had this for quite a while. Since nga nung maliit pa ako. And then I really trimmed down. My weight way back then was, before I had this, I was 85 kilos. And then in just a span of 1 year, mean 2018, I was experiencing this. Like every day, sumasakit. I was pooping 5 times a day na napakasakit. And then yung napakaliit na lang na lumalabas sa poop mo, and then it's like an oily substance. Chuchu. It's really traumatic that I was praying that I could survive and I can't take care of Ellie anymore because I was just crying or praying myself to sleep. And then he mentioned that I also have I have to take this pantoprazole. And because of my negligence, I didn't finish the 15 stabs or the 15 pieces of the medication because I felt better after. And then, I didn't finish it because I was hesitant to take it anymore because I had omeprazole and it was worsening parang lumalala. The pain in my abdomen, yung sa sikmura, parang sinisikmuraan ka. And I thought, since it's also Zol, pantoprazole, omeprazole, and all the like, it's just the same. Yun pala, I should have taken it. And then, to my surprise, I went back to him. He said, can you take, I didn't get back to him. And then, my menstruation didn't came. October 28. Yeah. October 28. Oh, October 28 was my last menstruation. So, sorry, ang gulo kong kausap. Because I was still looking back to the scenarios and the sequences of the events. So, I was able to take a week of pantoprazole and it was okay. It was good. And yun nga kasi, I trimmed down from 85 kilos down to 65. And it even reached, I think, 60. Because, and then, I was obese before 85. So, since nag-okay na yung pakiramdam ko after taking 7 pieces of pantoprazole or a week of pantoprazole, since it's just once a day, okay na. Umokay lahat. Like, for instant, umokay. Then, October 28, my menstruation came. Because I was thin. Before, I was irregular and was also diagnosed with PCOS. So, I really thought that my menstruation would be irregular. But then, it turned out to be regular already because I trimmed down. I lost weight. So, it's 20 kilos. And imagine, I felt really thin. I felt, ano ba? Yeah, I felt sexy at that time. But, eventually, it was my last menstruation, October 28. I finished all of my laboratories with Dr. Moreno. And I was diagnosed October 21st. I had my endoscopy October 21st. And I had my last menstruation October 28. Okay. Then after a week, my menstruation didn't came. So I had to do PT. And I was pregnant. Okay. All of those experiences, I thought in my head was just part of pregnancy. Then, since I was so thin, I would occasionally feel, the normal na, na paglilihi. But, the paglilihi took up until I gave birth. June 2020. Okay? All of the vomiting and stuff, even yung LBM, it was still there, but occasionally, the whole first to the third trimester. And I gave birth to Noah. He was underweight. I don't know what had happened. After that, we are on a pandemic. And it was traumatic. So I thought I had postpartum because the LBM had took back again or had came back. The hyperacidity, yung napakasakit na parang pinipilas yung tiyan mo ng blade at nilalagyan ng muriatic acid. Tapos, nalagyan ng asin. Yun yung feeling ko. Tapos, I need to poop. So, I had this. When Noah was 3 months old, I think, or 2 months old. Or 3 to 2 months old. I we were in a kasagsagan of a lockdown here in Bacolod, and no hospitals were accepting ER cases because rampant or tumataas yung cases. And then I had to go to the hospital because I've already pooped 15 times in one day. Or hindi ko na nga nabilang. Basta 15 nung yung last count ko. And then, I had to go home. And I had to go to the ER. They pushed me back. They said, you take Buscopan and Imodium or take an antacid. So, I didn't remember to take it. I forgot na nakalimutan ko na I can take pala pantoprazole or yeah, actually, I just got this a while ago sa records ko. And then, I was shocked na yun palang yung nireseta ni Doc. Now, moving forward, yeah, so I survived. And then, from time to time, I encounter again stomach ache, stomach issue. And then, someone introduced me to water kefir grains. So, Miss May, it's like a probiotic drink which you culture yourself. It's like live lactobacillus that you culture. Google nyo na lang, check it out. Water kefir grains. Yun yung pa-healthy ng gut ko. But it does not stop there. Yeah, I was healthy. The pain stopped. And nagpabaya ako. Okay. So, someone had introduced this to me and said, no, you had irritable bowel syndrome. Yun daw yung tawag sa na-experience ko before, and acid reflux or GERD. And that didn't stop there because akala ko I was okay na. And I was still drinking it from 3 months in Noah. Since 3 months in Noah up until June. Bago siya mag-birthday, I was still taking it. But, hindi na regular. And I was eating a lot of oily food. Wherein, before, hindi talaga ako kumakain ng oily food, dairies, tinap ko talaga. Kasi yun ilang pala yung makaka-prevent from the reflux to kick in and the irritable bowel syndrome to kick in. Healthy living, no dairy, a lot of water, a lot of vegetables, no sugary foods, no soft drinks. Yun. Then after which, I was taking water kefir juice. Gumanda lahat. Gumanda yung system. But I've neglected it for quite a while. I skipped some months. There are months that I don't drink and bumalik ako sa habit na kumakain na more than what I need. Before, when I trimmed down to 60 kilos, my motto was, just eat what you need. Then, when everything felt right, when everything felt okay because of the water kefir grains or water kefir juice, yun, si ate girl mo bumalik sa pagiging pabaya sa self. I don't know if it's because postpartum depression too, and because of the pandemic na nag-overeat ako. Akala ko okay na oily food, soft drinks, a lot of sweets, chocolate. And then, doon na bumalik yung hormonal imbalance, yung anxiety, and yung panic attack na I can't breathe. This year, it started. And yung acid reflux ko, first, it will just mag-aasim, yung sikmura. And then, June came. June 14. No. June 4. Noah had trangkaso. or yeah, a cough and a cold. And then everyone in the house had acquired trangkaso. We had LBM. So I think you know what we had. So we had COVID. June 14 ako nagpa-swab. Noah was been examined and was medicated. But he was the one who had acquired the trangkaso first. Then everyone in the house. Ellie didn't have trangkaso because nagsispray siya sa ilong ng Avamis para sa sinus. And yeah, we were swabbed. Ako yung pinakauna because I was the one who is experiencing. I think it's just with my panic attack as well. Yung feeling ko hindi ako makahinga or matigas yung ubo ko. And then I was having diarrhea, fever, chills, na nawawala naman. And it's like a moderate symptoms. Moderate lang siya. And I was taking medicine, Flomucil and the azithromycin, yung antibiotic. And I was able to be quarantined sa facility for 14 days. So, sumunod sila because their results came up June 17. And we stayed there for 14 days. Okay, I was with them. And everyone felt okay. Nawala yung pangamoy namin. But then eventually it came back before we can go out of the facility. But we thought it had stopped there. Okay? Everything was healthy. Everything was okay. Yun lang, yung may feeling na parang mabigat yung likod mo or matigas yung chest mo from time to time. It's not a daily thing. And then, you're okay na. July, nakalabas na kami. So, we thought we were okay. I thought I was okay. But then, cases had rise up. August, I think, sinipon, sinowa. And then kami natrangkaso ulit. So, it was really freaking out. Okay? Na, I said, I think we really need to August, yeah. So, nag-go kami sa doctor. Doctor said, okay lang. There's nothing wrong with your baby. It's just seasonal flu or cold. So, going back, sorry. I had to breastfeed Noah. So, up to the present, we thought na okay na. And then, last September, I think, he's awake again. Sorry, I had to take Noah with me. So, going back, yeah, we had a trip to Sagay because we purchased a motorcycle. Bumili kami ng motor or nag-take kami ng installment ng motor ng husband ko. So, we had to break in yung motor and we take a trip to Sagay. I don't know if it's how many kilometers, but it's my first time to go out of the house on a long distance trip after getting COVID. And then we drink coffee there that I seldom do because I never drink coffee that much. Napakasarap ng coffee. It's native coffee. Then I already felt something was pinching my breath, my chest at this part, at the left part. And then when we came home, umalis kami 12 noon, and we came home. I don't know if you're familiar with the Negros route or the cities here in Negros. You can Google how many kilometers we took. And then we came home 8 p.m. Um, pagka the next day, I can't breathe. I was having palpitations. Nagpa-palpitate si ate mo girl. And never did it came to me na may acid reflux had hit me again because of coffee. So, I went to a doctor. Yeah. And she said that I should take potassium and magnesium supplements. Nothing. She advised me to take ECG or to get an ECG and pregnancy test plus urine. And then I was really crying because I thought mamamatay na ako. Was palpitating, I can't breathe. I thought I acquired COVID again, the Delta one or mas severe. So I had, and I thought I was coughing, but I'm not. I thought I had an obo, or the obo that we had in August was still there. But wala na. No more obo, she said. No murmur sa likod mo, girl. I brought her the ECG result a day after. And the results is negative. There's nothing wrong with my heart. I was just palpitating. I even can remember I rushed myself to the ER because I was palpitating and I thought I can't breathe. But I was just having panic attack. They checked my vital signs, my oxygen, my blood pressure. It's 110/80. And my oxygen stat was at 95 or 96, 95. And it was perfect. So, we proceed to Dr. C. And we had the ECG. She gave me supplements because nothing's wrong with me. And I forgot to mention that I drank coffee. I just said that we took a route or we traveled to Sagay, which is what? How many cities away from us? I think 7 cities. Correct me if I'm wrong. So we reached. I was crying. I was taking supplements because it's not going out. It's not wearing off. And then I can relate to my brother-in-law. He was experiencing the same thing. He was experiencing the same thing. He can't breathe. He feels like something is stuck sa chest niya. Shortness of breath. And there's pain in his chest, back, and left side of his chest. And he was diagnosed with GERD. So, I took pantoprazole. So, with domperidone, which was also given to me when I had COVID. But I only took it twice, I think, because of the diarrhea, and it stopped. So, I took pantoprazole for later na, within this month. Sorry. I took it last week of September, but 5 days lang. And then I stopped. Again, I stopped. Little did I know that when you stop and then go back to the usual things that you do, or the toxic things that you do, it will ripple times 3. So now, again, I'm experiencing something stuck in my chest. It's like nahahapo ako. What else? Feel like coughing. Pero wala naman. I'm not having any fever. Pagod lang yung joints. Parang yung feeling mo na ma-heart attack ka. But it will fade off. So now, I've decided to go back to my gastro. And I have a schedule Monday on Monday. So that's just my update for today. I'll keep you guys posted on what will happen to me in the next days. About the checkup that I'll be doing. And I hope, well, I'm taking pantoprazole now. And I hope that it goes away and it's not something serious. But every time I drink, I take antacid. Well, when you take pantoprazole, you also need to take Gaviscon. And it really fades it out. Nawawala talaga. And drinking hot water. So, for my initial point of view, GERD and panic attack is really like tag team sila. And some of the people would say na, ay, wag mo lang isipin. Di lang pagpaminsara, sa utok lang na. That's the main thing. It's in the mind. Okay? And some people can control their minds. Like, for example, may ubo ka. You didn't want to have ubo, right? Or you were born with a defect. You didn't want it. You didn't want to have defects, right? You didn't want to have mental defects when you were born. Or you didn't want na maging may diferensya kapag labas mo, di ba? But you didn't want it. You didn't expect that it to appear. Same as with this mental condition, the panic attack and the anxiety. We can't stop it, especially if it's within your genes. I was being advised to go to a psychiatrist or have psych meds already, but I don't want to because I am breastfeeding. And for those people na they think it's easy to have this certain situation or to be in this kind of illness na pangmayaman lang daw yung ganitong sakit. Well, girl, I'm not rich and I want to stop asking for money for my husband, for my treatments, or for this tests. That's why I'm doing this video. To let others know that it's not easy to have this kind of sakit. No one asked, or no, we didn't ask for it to hit us. Wala. Hindi namin feel or hindi kami feelingera na magkaganito. I want this to stop because I don't have a job at ayoko maging pabigat sa husband ko, which we have 4 kids. In the midst of a pandemic, we have 4 kids and he has me. I think he has 5 children in total, including me. So if anyone here na could help, I would literally accept it. If anyone knows or if anyone here who has an alternative that I can save or that I can save up from na mas makakatipid ako, I would literally go for it. If you'd want to donate anything to me for my tests, I would greatly appreciate it too. Hindi sa desperate na ako na magamot to, but I just want to help my husband who is very masipag, who is so what do you call it in in Tagalog. So pisan, so masipag, so generous, so loving, so understanding, na at some point hindi naman lahat ng mabait na tao has all of the patience in the world. I know that he's also burnt out because of our situation, but he keeps on understanding me, and I greatly appreciate it. If you want to help me, you can also pray for me. That would be a great help too. Believe me, I've been praying for this for my whole journey. And the only one that sustains me, and up until now I can attest that it's God and Jesus who sustains me every time I have panic attacks. Every time I have shortness of breath. Every time that I feel something different that's been hurting in me. Every time that I having so bad diarrhea or pain, stomach pain, it's the Lord that sustains me. But the Lord also puts people to help us while we're still here on earth. That's why we have doctors, we have nurses, we have essential oils. I forgot to mention. I'm using essential oils as well for my panic attack, for my hyperacidity, and it helps. It helps when I'm about to lose or to break. So this is just the vlog that I will leave you guys. I hope you get something from this. And I hope we can help each other. If you have anything that you can suggest, put it on the comment section. Greatly appreciate to speak your mind out. And I'm not a professional. I'm just stating what I've experienced as a mom with irritable bowel syndrome, with GERD, with anxiety, with panic attacks. And thank you very much for listening. Please do share, like, and subscribe. Well, it would also be a great help if our channel will be monetized, because it could help financially. Mas makakatulong po financially sa amin. And I hope and I pray that this is also a way. Again, this is Noah and I'm Shane, and have a great day. Be safe. God bless.